Hey, y'all see Logic in the background? That's what this video is about. What's up, everybody? This is DDS. Hope you all are doing well out there. It's been a minute since I did a video where I've been on camera. I actually planned on doing this video just on the screen where you guys would not have seen me, but I'm not even gonna be doing anything on the screen. I was just gonna talk without recording my face. But anyway, this video today is gonna be about why I'm using Logic. Like, I get a lot of questions as to what made me switch to Logic. Did I stop using Maschine? All that wonderful stuff. And the simple answer to that is no, I didn't stop using Maschine. I mean, if you watch my beat making videos, you see me still using Maschine, and there are times where I still only use Maschine, the software, without using Logic. But right now, my favorite workflow is Logic Pro X, Complete Control, and Maschine. Complete Control, if you're unfamiliar with it, is the Native Instruments keyboard, but it has a software VST that has like scales, chords. You can browse your sounds in there with the keyboard. All of that stuff is dope. I use it all the time. So you might be wondering what made me start using Logic. Well, if you've been following me for a while, I've been mixing in Logic. I even have a how I mix my beats mixing course where I just show you how I mix all my beats in Logic. I show you my template. I actually give you my template. I also show you just everything I do, and I break down why I do everything it is that I do in that course. There will be a link to that course in the description, of course, and also to my Maschine course in the description, but I'm not even here to sell y'all on that right now. What I'm just here to talk about is, I don't see how people don't expect me, I guess, to use, or people to use two things at once. Like, I was using Maschine software for years with just my Maschine and my Complete Control. Didn't really have any issues with it. That was just my workflow. I enjoyed it. That was my main thing. I would stack up all these beats, and then when I didn't feel like making beats, I would go mix those beats, to the point where mixing beats kind of felt like a job. It was like, oh, now I gotta mix these beats. Oh, somebody wants some beats. Dang, I got 10 beats in here. I gotta sit and mix all 10 of these beats before I can send beats out. And it just became tedious at that point. And I was doing one of my videos one day. I believe I was on a live stream, and I've heard this in the past before, so I don't want to necessarily credit this to this one person. I can't remember their name right now. I'm sorry, but multiple people in the past have told me, why don't you just try using Logic? Since you have it, just try using Logic, But I was so stuck in my way of using Maschine only that I just brushed it off. Well, what happened was I was working on a project on a live stream, and I wanted a whole lot of instances of Omnisphere. And when I was doing it inside of the Maschine software, it just kept, the CPU kept going crazy, couldn't handle it. So somebody was like, just open it in Logic. I promise you it was gonna work. Okay, so I tried it, opened it up in Logic, and it worked smooth. I didn't have any issues. I opened up Complete Control, put Omnisphere inside of Complete Control, opened up a couple more instances of it, didn't have any issues. So from there, that was pretty much the start of it. I did that for a minute, got tired of doing all that, felt like I needed to go back to Maschine. But then at one point, once I started going back to Logic, like the last time I went back, I just stayed. For whatever reason, it just kept me there. I like the fact, like behind me right now, you see all the different colors. Like, you can do the patterns and stuff on Maschine and things of that nature, but when I go and do my automation and things of that nature, it just makes it easier for me to do it with that layout right now. So I just started working it that way. So it's really mainly just a CPU thing. I can make my beats and do my automation once I exported my Maschine waves and put them in Logic. And if you need help doing that, I have a video on that as well. But I could do that in post. But the thing that really kept me in Logic was simply just the fact that I could open up more instances of Omnisphere. That was it. And then that just opened up my possibilities from there, where I didn't have to worry about my CPU going crazy when I'm trying to make a beat, or I was doing my screen recordings at the time, and all that stuff was just crashing with each other. And it's still limited when I open up the screen recording software. It will limit Logic as well. But when I do the stuff where I had a camera somewhere and I'm over there making the beat without no screen recording, it works so flawlessly. And just me working inside of Logic over time just made it easy for me. Like, since my son is out of school, I might make a beat and he hear me making the beat and he likes it. I already got the stems and everything up in Logic because I was working in Logic. So I mix right on the spot. First off, I mix my beats right when I get done making them. Perfect. Now it's so much easier. It's not a job no more for me to be like, I had to mix my beats. I got all these beats stacked up. It's like, as soon as I finish it, I'm mixing it right there on the spot. I could have mixed in Maschine. When I first got Maschine, I didn't like how I had to mix with the knob, if that makes sense. Just the way it worked back then. And this is way before Maschine 2.0. So I'm talking back in 2013 when I first tried mixing the Maschine. I didn't really like it too much, so I started working with FL Studio mixing, and I went to Logic, and I've been in Logic ever since. So you're talking 6 years of me working in Logic for mixing purposes. So I'm mixing my beats right on the spot. It feels so much better now when people ask me for beats, because I am working on a few things. I have beats already ready to go. I don't have to sit down and take time to mix them. And you know, what's going on in the world right now, as I was saying before, my son is out of school. He may hear me make a beat and he'd be like, yo, not yo, I don't know why I say yo. He'd be like, I want to rap on that beat. So I have him come over here, we set up, and it's already set up. All I gotta do is turn on the microphone and he gets on there and makes the track, and then I can make all the changes right there. I'm just having more fun with it. It's opened me up to it's like challenging me more. When I opened up Maschine, I was so used to using Maschine that I had a set pattern on how I was doing everything. I knew which scale I wanted to go to, all that stuff, and I just go with it just quick. Now I'm spending more time with my beats and building them up to become something bigger than the ideas that I initially had. So what that means for me personally is I still use Maschine. I use Maschine every day. I use Maschine inside of Logic every single day. So I never left Maschine. I still love Maschine. It's still my thing. I love Maschine. But it's just inside of Logic, it's a whole nother beast. That's when the two are together, it's a whole nother thing, and I just enjoy it. So that's really it. Like, I don't understand why people thought I left Maschine. Like, you guys should see my DMs. They're like, oh, are you done with Maschine? Are you just using Logic now? Like, I post, like, I have my Maschine, MK3, my Maschine jam right there. I'm still clearly using Maschine. It's just I use Complete Control to build up everything else now. And I could have done that inside of Maschine, but it's just my CPU. But I am going to invest in a new supercomputer. I'm going to do that within the next few months or so. I'm going to invest in a new computer, so running as much stuff as I want to run shouldn't be any issues anymore. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any more questions about this stuff, be sure to hit me up. If you need help with Maschine, I do have a link to my Maschine course in the description below. How I use Maschine teaches you everything from getting started to having your final beat done, or if you want to export your beat. And even now, like, I forgot to mention this with Maschine, the way that they have their patterns now is it will record as long as you're playing, and you can stop it where you want to and then change the selection of where you want it to start and go. So that was something that was new. It was hard for me to learn that with Logic, but then once I learned it in Logic, it was like, oh shoot, I can take this over to Maschine now that they had this there. So yeah, my main issue, my main reason for using Logic is CPU issue. Really, that's pretty much it. But I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all have a wonderful day. Hopefully this answers some of those questions, because I was getting those a lot, and I just told people I will make a video on it. So I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully you all have a wonderful day. And one more thing, I'm gonna try Ableton. I have the demo on my computer. Haven't tried it yet, but I think I'm gonna jump into that. But that's another video. Hopefully you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Take care. You need help using Maschine, I have my video course up on teachable.com, and it's entitled How I Use Maschine. I cover everything from how I start a beat to finishing the beat. The link is in the description below, so if you need help with Maschine, go check that out. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.